This week we started off on our adventures on our own with no timeline, only destinations. As always, we left my dad's later than usual Monday morning, so of course that means we hit traffic. On top of that, there was a truck fire and we were stuck on the highway not moving for almost 2 hours. This obviously put us behind, so we called it a night shortly after.
So red and yellow. I have a feeling that just goes to...
On Tuesday afternoon, we stopped for a late hike at Starved Rock State Park in Illinois. We saw it was wheelchair accessible, so I decided since it was 36 degrees Celsius out, I will push Sam in the stroller instead of wearing him. I'm not sure if this was a good idea or not, since there were stairs everywhere.
There's more stairs! There's more stairs!
Literally everywhere. Sure, it's wheelchair accessible to the visitor center, but to see the cliffs and waterfalls, it's all stairs. The views up top were worth the workout. As Tom continued to drive west, I was in search of that night's next overnight destination. Looking ahead at the map on different boondocking apps, I thought, oh my god, this is so cool. We found Iowa 80, the world's largest truck stop. Food, activities, and all free, we're in. But as we were driving, Tom and I had to have a serious talk. I let him know on breakdown number 2 of our trip, which we're not going to talk about, that I noticed a leak under the rear of the bus between the wheels.
From up here,
we decided that since there's a big shop here that we would call and get it looked at. Unfortunately, the shop just does basic maintenance, so they wouldn't have been able to fix whatever they found. So after breakfast on Wednesday, Tom called a few shops to get us in. The quickest availability was an entire week away. We figured it is what it is, and at least we're at a fun location with showers, restaurants, a movie theater, small gym, and a museum to keep us busy.
forever free.
That is, until Thursday afternoon when we were already getting antsy to leave.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. To be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
After visiting the museum, we called a mobile mechanic, and within 2 hours they showed up to diagnose our poor bus. Our research, Skoolie community, and friends were all correct. Leaky seal in our rear differential. The I-80 mobile mechanic guys were great and had us ready to go that evening. We stuck around to watch a movie at the theater and set off in the morning to continue our adventure.
Go. Now you're able to see her that way and make
sure she stays on there, okay?
What are you doing, Catherine?
I'm doing Dora.
From where?
Our first stop for the day Friday was Maquoketa Caves State Park in Iowa. This was definitely the highlight of our trip so far. It was really cool. The caves were fun to hike through, nice and chilled and gorgeous. There was even one I couldn't fit into, but Catherine crawled her way through with her flashlight all by herself. We are so incredibly proud of how brave Catherine was because this isn't typically something she would have the confidence to do. She's still asking to stop at more caves. After the hike, we continued into Wisconsin to visit the Dickeyville Grotto. It was really interesting, and Catherine loved to draw the different sculptures here as well. That night, we decided to stop back in Iowa at a small campground right on the Mississippi River for the night. Saturday morning, we continued out to the Field of Dreams movie set. As baseball is my favorite sport, I was really excited to come here. I had only seen the movie a few times, but it was like it sucked me in and I appreciated what was in front of me a whole lot more. It was beautiful and iconic. There was a presence and appreciation of the game here that I just can't explain. I was overcome with emotion to step onto that field and run the bases with the kids and play catch with Catherine. After, we decided to have a driving day and get as far as we could. We hopped back into Wisconsin and stayed at our first Harvest House location, where this adorable family with a cow farm allowed us to stay overnight. They greeted us and had a campfire ready when we pulled in. In the morning, the kids watched the cows getting fed, jumped on the trampoline, said hi to the donkeys, and chased around one of their chickens. Catherine's favorite part was the big swing in the front yard. By lunch, we were off to South Dakota to visit our first national park. Join us in our next video and watch us play with some cute little creatures in the Badlands.